Hey, y'all. Jesus is Lord. The Word works. Just stopped to get a little bit of gas, something to eat, cup of coffee. I'm talking to you about the number one tool of the enemy, which is strife. Now, the Bible says that where there's strife and envy, there is confusion and every evil work. So you got to understand, I call this the number one tool of the enemy, because if the devil can get you in strife, then that opens the door to almost anything he can dream up. Every evil work. You know, Pat and I have been married 50 years. We've been in the ministry 50 years. And I can tell you that no problem that we've ever had in our life, in our marriage, in our ministry, no problem that we ever had was not preceded, first of all, with the opportunity to get in strife, backbiting, bickering, fussing, fuming. And a lot of the times, we failed for it. You see, the devil comes along and he's not really interested in you. He's interested in trying to keep your faith from producing, or from keeping the word from producing. So he gives you this great opportunity to get mad at the news media, which wouldn't be bad in itself, but then you got to go tell everybody how bad you feel about it. Or you have an opportunity to get upset at one another. Now, this really happened to us about, I guess it's been 30 years ago. Somebody gave us a $100 bill. First one I think I'd ever seen, back when a $100 bill was worth lots of money. Man, I wanted that. I wanted to buy something. I don't remember what it was. And I knew that Pat wanted it. And I thought to myself, I don't want her to have it, because then I can't go buy what it is I want. Well, after 2 or 3 days of looking at that thing, she and I sat down, and we decided we can't afford this. So I said, honey, come here, let's talk about this. Because I knew she wanted it, she knew I wanted it, and I was going to be mad if she got it and spent it, and she was going to be mad if I went and bought some shotgun shells or fishing stuff or something. I don't remember what it was. But what we did is we said, we can't afford the strife. The money is not nearly as important as us fighting, fussing, fuming, and having a rotten attitude over each other, over about what are you going to do with this money, or what are you going to do with this money. So this is what we did. We said, honey, I'm not going to be in strife over this $100 bill, and I ain't got guts enough to give it to you. Now, she's not quite that mean like me, but anyway. So I said, I tell you what, let's do. Let's take this $100 bill, you go get an envelope, and let's stick that thing in the mail. We'll send it to Kenneth and Gloria. So we sent it to Kenneth and Gloria's ministry, like I said, 30 years ago, because the strife that I was feeling in my heart, and the strife that I knew that she was feeling in her heart, wasn't worth the $100 bill and all the junk that the devil was going to try to do to us if we stayed in strife over it. Hey, I got to go. Strife is not something you can afford. So you have a great day. We'll be on this for several days. Until I'm with you tomorrow, you remember, Jesus is Lord. And like always, thank God, the Word works.